and thank you for tuning in to the evening show. We're going to start, as always, with our roundtable discussion, the Evening Oval. Tonight we're going to be discussing two things, as always. We're going to be talking about Paul Manafort and the other Trump aides who were recently indicted by a grand jury, and also, another Trump topic, the recent shutdown of his Twitter account. But first, let's introduce our other cast members. With me, as always, we have Mr. Nathan Hart. He's bouncing right there. Next to him, we have Delaney Murray.
Hello.
Seems not pleased by his bouncing. And then on her other side, we have Katrina Kaplanica.
Yeah.
Also bouncing.
Let's get started. So, the obvious headline that I think we just have to start with is Paul Manafort and two other Trump aides getting indicted. They were indicted by a grand jury on multiple counts, several financial crimes, including tax evasion. The most interesting one, in my opinion, though, was conspiracy against the United States. What do you guys think? Is it looking good?
I mean, I've got a conspiracy against the United States charge, and nothing's bad happened to me yet. So.
What did you do?
Well, it's a long story involving 3 Ukrainians, 2 Scottish men, and a lot of screwdrivers, like the drink, but also 1 real screwdriver.
Okay.
Alright, we'll get into that next
My
time.
favorite thing about when you improv, Nathan, is that you never answer questions. You're like,
Well, why would I answer the question of why I'm conspiring against the United States?
That is a good point.
It's
I guess
not
we have
wrong.
cameras pointed at you. You probably don't want to give away too much information. You know who did give us some interesting information, though? The Associated Press reported that apparently it came out when Manafort was turning himself into the FBI that he has, I believe it was 2 different passports. It might have been 3 different passports under different names, and he was applying to get another.
Like he's trying to get into different bars, but he's trying to get into different countries with different passports.
Exactly, and that's one of the charges also, is that
Really?
operating as an unregistered foreign agent for the United States. The interesting thing too about this was Trump, when he tweeted about it, because of course he did. He said all of the alleged crimes, they happened before he worked for me, so it shouldn't matter. Which, I mean, I'm paraphrasing obviously. I thought that was interesting because A, that's saying that they happened, which is not what you want to say when your buddy is about to go to trial. And B, they're all still crimes, so I don't know why it would matter when
Also,
he got
he
hired.
still hired them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we have
Are
some
we
exper-
surprised?
We have some experience with that, though. I mean,
No.
Katrina's a criminal, and we hired her.
That's true.
Katrina is a criminal.
Yeah.
Katrina, what did you do?
I'm a smooth criminal.
Sure,
She stole
you guys on the
makeup.
table.
She stole
Yeah,
makeup.
I
Anyways,
didn't
my
get myself.
issue with Paul Manafort was that I didn't know who he was, and then when I Googled it, I was not surprised, because this sort of thing happens every other day.
What?
I'm like, it's just another goddamn Tuesday.
wait,
I am
wait,
German
wait.
at 10:45, and the Trump administration is in a conspiracy against the government.
Okay, I thought you meant that every other day we get a guy indicted for conspiracy against the United States. I was like, no,
Wow.
I hope not.
It's a hyperbole. I do
A
have German.
hyperbole.
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 Your pronunciation is a hyperbole.
Oh my god.
Because you're sorry.
All right, let's move on then. Speaking of messed up words, Trump's Twitter account was deactivated recently
Yes, it was.
for a total of 11 minutes by a Twitter employee who was on their last day. Which,
What a way to go.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
It's the best way. It's one of the, I feel like Twitter internally is just like, it's one of those things they're all walking around their offices, just leaving like, hey, did you hear about that guy who shut down Trump's Twitter? Yeah, it's awesome, right? But then externally they have to be like, that is not okay, and we have taken action against it, and we've done our best to prevent such actions in the future. And then as they make that statement, they just turn around and go, yeah.
So
Is that exact language? Yeah.
What a good
does
11
Grits
minutes
have
it was.
Twitter? Can we deactivate Grits' Twitter?
Our producer's Twitter.
Yeah, because he's leaving. I feel like that's kind of like
Yeah,
funny,
shut
like,
down.
ha.
Shut down.
Let's all report him.
Everyone, report Grits.
Yeah.
Anyways, I missed the 11 minutes and I'm quite sad.
I want to
So-
know because Trump tweeted about it in response. He said his account has been shut down by a rogue employee, and then he said, I guess the word is getting out there and having an impact. Never said what word that was or what impact it was having. I just found it interesting as a response because I didn't even know that his account had been shut down until I saw that tweet, and then I was like, ooh, someone did this. You know, it was like a fun little news update. Yeah.
It was a good 11 minutes.
We could
That's
see
11
behind-
minutes of my life.
I wish we could see behind the curtain on that and see what was going on behind the scenes of Twitter. I'll tell you what, though, you will get to see behind the scenes with the evening show today because we are our own guest this time. We figured after 3 seasons it was high time that we showed the audience what it's like to be involved in the evening show. Hey, we had a lot of fun with it, so let's take a look at that now.